When you hear Cinderella, do you think classic animation Disney or the several other reboots and remakes along the way? We're here tonight at Brandon Theaters watching Cinderella live action by Disney. To see last week's review, go on ahead and click the little Smoken Pictures logo down in the corner. This is a cute, adorable, just a fun family movie to go see. I enjoyed it. This movie stays very true to the animated one, and they do tweak some things. And you know what? Some of the stuff they do tweak, I like. It wasn't like it was over the top or, oh my God, why'd you do that? It was like, yeah, I really liked that. It was subtle. It was simple, but yet it was still complicated. If you're like, what does that mean, Jeff? Go see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The movie is very colorful. The movie is very pretty to look at. The acting, it's there. It's not like it's, oh my God, amazing acting. Cate Blanchett kills it as the evil stepmother. I mean, you watch this and you're like, I hate her. Oh, I cannot stand her. And then the stepsisters are supposed to be somewhat of that same caliber. They're just stupid. You watch them and you're like, wow, you are dumb. And then you look at Cinderella and you're just kind of like, why would a person think it's okay to treat another person like that? That's not okay with me. I enjoyed the prince. In the animated one, the prince had very little, depth to him. In this one, they actually have some depth where he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm a prince, I'm gonna be a king, I gotta get married, there's rules and stuff, but I kind of want to follow my heart. I like that. There was a couple layers to him, which added for me. All in all, things I liked. It was a good redo, a good live action. I enjoyed how they had the mice that helped her, and fairy godmother, Hella Bonham Carter. Usually she plays the same type of role in everything, but this one she's very pretty, she's alive, she's blonde, she's hot. Love that. When I first heard that, I'm like, no way. And I saw, I was like, kudos, I like that. Some things I didn't like, I didn't really like Cinderella's eyebrows. They didn't really fit Cinderella, but that didn't take away from me liking Cinderella. I thought she was very beautiful, she was very pretty, a lot prettier than Aurora from Maleficent, that's for sure. And the narration. I understand some movies have an opening narration. I don't really want the story told to me, kind of like you're reading a book and I'm seeing the visuals. Just let it play out. Let the acting do its thing. Another thing I liked how they actually had Lucifer in there trying to get the mice, just like in the animated classic. That was awesome, I enjoyed that. I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's a go see it. If you're a fan of Disney, go see it. If you got family kids, go see it. If you just want to see something kind of fun and cute, go see it. To see what the other commenters had to say, let's check that out.
It was a beautifully done remake of the classic. I will not be surprised if this doesn't get an Academy Award nomination for costume design because it was a beautiful costume design. Everything was so elegant and it made you want to be Cinderella in that costume. Her butterflies on her blue dress were just amazing, and everything that Cate Blanchett wore, wow, gorgeous. Her daughters it was okay, but those were just some funky outfits. But I think that overall, everybody's wardrobe was amazing in this movie. The cinematography of this movie was amazing. They actually shot it on Kodak, real film. They didn't shoot it digital. I really enjoyed that they didn't change a classic and they kept it very original, very to the point, and it will have a whole new generation of girls loving Cinderella as much as I did. I kind of did like the little bippity boppity boo shout outs there, but it's for me it was the music when I was little. Growing up was the animation and the music and everything just made it all come together. For me, the fact that Cinderella was the studio that saved Disney when Disney was going under, that's crazy to think that movie made everything happen that we love. Everything happened that we love. Frozen. We wouldn't have Frozen if it weren't for Cinderella. So we should thank Cinderella, the original, and make sure that it stays alive. And I'm really glad that they had this great adaptation that makes it stay alive. I really enjoyed this movie. And for a 4-year-old to sit still and watch it is really amazing in my book.
I feel it had a lot of good things going for it. I wasn't really looking forward to the movie. It's not really my kind of movie. I do enjoy Disney movies and the princesses and all that stuff, but a live-action retelling of Cinderella wasn't really my thing. Cinderella was before the time where I really got hooked on those Disney movies when I was a kid, so it wasn't the story that was that important to me per se. But I was impressed by the way they did it. I was impressed with the almost Shakespearean way they did the settings and the classical look they presented everything in, and not surprising being a Kenneth Branagh film, and that's pretty much what he does. But it really had that regalness to it. Plus, I believe the young lady that played Cinderella was fantastic. I think the gentleman that played the prince, which was great, which surprised me. He's in Game of Thrones. I don't care if I'm in Game of Thrones, but he's great in this. He did a really good job. Their chemistry was, you can reach out and touch it. It was so good. And I think that's obviously important. I mean, anytime I'd speak about this movie before I saw it, it was always, they've got to work. If they don't work, this movie's going to fall apart. But they worked really well. Now, the downside of the movie had a lot to do with pacing at the beginning. I was bored out of my mind for the first 25 minutes. They took every little piece of the movie and they drug it out too far. It's like you're trying to tell a point, you've told it, move on. At least in my opinion, it wasn't really adding anything to the emotional investment after a certain point. It's like, you can go on. But that's really the only complaint I have about the movie. The parts that are supposed to be heartwarming and touching, especially towards the end of the movie, are very heartwarming and touching. They are believable, and you want to see that Disney happy ending by the time you get to the end. In an era of movies where we're sick of those Disney happy endings and we want to see something new, like The Princess and the Princess and Frozen, it was refreshing. I liked it. It was well enough done, and it had a positive feeling enough where it worked.
I liked it. It was a really good movie. I very much enjoyed the fact that they took the original and they didn't really change much of it. They changed a little bit, which was good. I kind of expected them to actually butcher it, kind of like they have been lately. But they actually did really good with this one. I enjoyed it. I watched it, and I actually had a fun time with it. I liked how they made Cinderella look. She was very, very beautiful. The blue was just amazing. Very eye-catching, which was the idea. And I really liked it. It was a good movie to watch. Actually is a good movie for kids. There was actually nothing really wrong with this one. Yeah, other than that, it was a really good movie. Enjoyed it, had a fun time with it. I'll see it again when it comes out on video.
Scale 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give this an 8. I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I will definitely see it again.
I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's up there. There's so much beauty in this movie. I feel like it's a beautiful rendition of this movie. It's not as gritty as, Ever After, but it's still true to this, theme and everything. I enjoyed it.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8 if you're the target audience. Like I usually give the score for movies. If this is a movie that you watch the trailer and you're like, I would like to see that movie, this is an 8 for you. This is well done for what it is. It is Disney at its core, and I think it was a worthy retelling of the story. I think it was modernized enough to where it's worth a watch.
I like how they added, though, the Take Me As I Am. I think that was an important touch.
I did too. The courage and, what's the line? Courage and kindness?
Courageous and be kind.
I like that too. It gives a personality and a solid nature to the character, which in the cartoon you don't need, but in live action you absolutely need. It gives that depth to it. And it works. It wasn't cheesy. Plus the mice are freaking awesome. Gus and the way he talks, right? it worked so well. I didn't think they would be able to work, but it worked really well. So,
I was like, oh, the mice, be quiet.
Yeah, it was really cool. There's going to be a lot of young girls watching this movie over and over and over again, dreaming of their prince. It's Cinderella for a whole new generation.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like this video, favorite it, share it, like us on Facebook, spread the word. What is your favorite Cinderella adaptation? Go on ahead and throw that down in the comments section below. And as always, we're letting you know before you go at Brendan Theaters. Yeah. To see what the other peasants of the village, I don't know, something in Beauty and the Beast, stupid
what
peasants.
What do they call the attendees of the ball?
Commoners.
Yeah.
Commoners. To see what the other commoners.
That's the mic. Say nothing and say everything.
Say nothing and hear my voice. To see what the other commoners had to say, let's check that out right now.
Say that one more time, the mic isn't away briefly.
Okay. To see what the other commoners...
Sorry,
you son of a...
I'm sorry, I'm for real.
Can't even cuss on a Disney movie.
They actually shot it on Kodak, real film. They didn't shoot it digital, which was really crazy to read and find out.
That's my line. That's my line. I didn't know that, but that's my line. I'm going to steal that from you.
Okay, that's fine.
It'll get said twice.
But...
Cinderella, you're wearing blue. Pretty good.
I know. I thought I fit the part pretty well.
What is your favorite Cinderella adaptation? Go on ahead and throw that down in the comments section below. Prince Charming will scroll through those and... I don't know.
Are you playing to your Prince Charming?
You're being so corny. You're not Prince
Right?
Charming.
Did you like Cinderella?
Uh-huh.
What did you say about her sisters and stepmom when they ripped her dress?
The penguin and the girl was stupid because the mom was nodded.
Because they ruined her dress, huh? Did you like her new dress, the big blue dress?
Uh-huh.
Was it pretty?
Yeah, it was butterflies on right here. And
Did you like the little mice?
Uh-huh.
Were they cute?
And then was tiny and ate them. And this little mouse hit that little hand. It's like that. I love Cinderella.